Let me show you my new baby. I didn't say hello. He was lying down when you was talking. He's now come up for a cuddle. He's only 16 weeks old. Hey, my little Coco. Border collie. Mum and Dad both working sheepdogs. Wanna say hello? Say hello to the camera. Hey. He's such a lovely boy. So sweet, so cuddly. Supposed to cuddle all the time, don't you? Good boy. Have a sleepy. I wanted to say one more thing. I just made a video and I forgot to mention things in it that I want to talk about. I was going on to it. The AI. I was just listening to Kerry Cassidy. I love her shows. I think she's fantastic. I really admire her as a person, and I think that she has everything what I get told. Everything I'm getting told, and I've since 2012 or since 2010 even. She always backs up with some claim that someone told her. That she investigated something and she found out this truth, and then she interviewed somebody and they disclosed information. Like, bloody hell, every single thing is spot on with what I get. So I always use her as a go-to for backing up things that I'm told in dreams or I download or I channel. So I think she's fantastic. I think everyone should really listen to Kerry Cassidy. I know she's not paid me for this. She doesn't even know who I am. But I was listening to her and she was talking about some guy, I forget his name now, who'd basically said to her about AI needing information. And if you go back, I think I made a video maybe a few months back talking about AI and that they feed on information. And I didn't do an update on this. I think I was telling you at the time to block out what they put in your head. I'll give you a quick overview for people that haven't seen that video that I made or haven't seen the one Kerry's talking about. I'm going to go and find it after this and watch it. The one she mentions about an interview with a guy. But when it comes to AI, because they feed information, and I think there's other types that will also feed on a fear. And I'm pretty sure the same thing. Some people think it's like succubus that will feed off your energy. They will put thoughts in your head to cause you fear, cause you paranoia. You give all that, your attention, energy to it, and then you feed them, and then it just gets worse. And every time when they put a thought to you, and you take it as your own, you then bring them into your existence more and more and more into your life. Is completely out of control. Completely out of control. They're horrific little things, but they're very easy, very, very easy to rid yourself of. I think you have to have a certain mastery of your mind. It does take work in the beginning, but once you get used to it, once you get used to the process of ridding them out, it becomes very easy. So I'll give you an example for any parents out there. When you get the thing called the fear, I think any parent know what I mean. When your child is in a different room, or they're in nursery, or they're out playing, and you take your mind off them for a second, you're doing the dishes, they go out to play, suddenly you get this in your head, this bad feeling, or you get an image in your head of them about to fall and hurt themselves. I mean, something usually quite catastrophic. It's not just falling and hurting their knee, it's falling and impaling their eyeball, or something horrible, and you get, oh, God, I've got this horrible feeling there, and you go running out. You're feeding these beings, because if every time you did that, one, you'll be neurotic. You'll tend to find that it never happens, and there wasn't anything there that could have caused it to happen. I get feelings coming through me, like I just suddenly get an image of my daughter jumping off something in a room and catching it in the blinds and strangling herself, and I'm like, God, I better go and check. And I'd go running up the stairs, and she's sitting on the floor playing with her toys. I'm like, there's actually nothing she can catch her neck on here, because I've already cut the ties. There's nothing to stand on. She knows not to. Why did I come running? And I've just, and then I feel for the rest of the day some gnarly feeling inside me, some not so nice energy, a little bit, not unhinged, but a little bit neurotic. It stays with you. I've fed it, I've brought that into me. See, when I kind of realised, and this coincides with me removing my fake chakra system. I think I spoke about it already. I removed all the chakras in my body. I only use the natural ones that come with my soul, right? So I can still get in and out, but I can't have it. But nothing can attach to me. It's such a refreshing feeling. I used to always have these negative entities attaching to me. I'd feel them on me. I felt like oranges in my stomach, like a full orange sitting in my stomach, and I took that as an archon. living in me, since removing them, they can't attach to me. There's nothing to attach to because I am just pure soul energy now in the physical form, which is also made of soul energy incarnate. It's just part of the hologram that makes it, I project from my soul to be here, and that has nothing to give Paul to either. So now their fight with me is only the one with the mind, trying to convince me something terrible is going to happen, to make me react to it, to then get into my head. If they can control my head, they can control my actions, they can control my life. And if you give them an inch, they will take a mile. So whenever I get the fear, and I've been doing this now for about 6 months, whenever I get those irrational fear feelings, I instantly push out like it's not happened. And I really resist the urge to go and check, because I realised over time, every time I checked, there was nothing there. There's a difference between a psychic feeling, getting a psychic feeling, and getting this feeling, and they're in different places in your body. I think when you feel it in your heart centre, then you're feeling something which is truth value. But when you feel it, when you get it in your head, or you get it in your gut, because they can make your feelings in your gut, this primal fear, fight or flight feelings, they can control that aspect of you. But in my opinion, they can't control the heart. And as long as you're always thinking, well, my house is safe and this is probably not likely to happen, then you can let it go and you can leave it and you don't have to check. Look, he's sleeping on me. Look at little baby. He's sleeping on me. He's so beautiful. But to rid yourself of these AI, you have to take control of your mind. And when these thoughts come in, any stupid idea can come in your head. It can be anything, honestly. It can be absolutely anything. It doesn't have to be about your children. It could be something so mundane, but you feed it, I'm trying to give examples of, you can probably find examples in your own life of this, where you've got, out of nowhere, a thought comes in that has a consequence, and you don't have to react to it. Don't even, just completely ignore it. Completely ignore it. And you'll get the feeling that you're maybe not being a good parent by not checking, and I might regret this by not checking, because if I don't check and something happens, I'll never forgive myself. I think nothing's going to happen, right? It's just, and there's psychologists there who will say, well, that's just your id, or your subconscious. All these things are coming out, your fears, that maybe that's what they work with. They know humans have this in their subconscious. They just pull it out, tease it, or we're easy to manipulate because of such things, right? Because we assume it's the subconscious and we work through it. But let's not feed the AI anymore. Let's just not feed them. I would like to just starve them to death and not have them, because my life is so much calmer now. I am so much calmer. I was getting led astray with this, and I was becoming a neurotic parent, and it's silly things, really silly things. Like, I saw a guy out cleaning the street, right, and he was like a workman, and somebody was talking, like his boss was talking to him, and I thought, oh, is he on community service, and he starts walking towards the nursery, and as he's walking towards the nursery, I see he's not picking there's rubbish all down the street, he's not picking anything up. So I'm like, oh my God, what if he's going to snatch a child, and Jesus Christ, he wasn't. He's apparently worked in this place for 20 odd years, and that's what he does, right? But your mind can play tricks on you, and they will use any attempt to try and make you succumb to this energy to keep your vibration low. Because if you're in a fear vibration, you're not going to ascend one iota. You're not going to be able to do anything, because you're living in that fear vibration now, and that is what they want. They're having people given jib jabs in order to change their vibration. Oh, that's what I want to speak about as well. I completely forgot about that. Maybe I'll do a separate video on this. Yeah, I think I might. Let's quit and evolve one too. I have to watch my time though. But please just try as an example, right? That when you get ideas in your head that have no backing, dissolve them and carry on your day like they never happened. And I will guarantee pretty soon you will not have those attachments. That fear feeling will start to ebb away. They will start to get bored of you. They'll know you're not feeding them. They may go away for a while and come back. But as long as you keep control of your mind, and when you start to feel that horrible feeling, just say it loud, I refuse to feel this way. I choose to feel happy. and go back into happiness again and keep rising up and rising up in the ascension, because there's an energy now that's really, really tangible. The ears are ringing. It's waking me up during the night. It's hard to sleep sometimes. There's such an intense energy, and weird things are happening. People are losing time. Things disappearing that should be there and then reappearing again. There's energy coming from somewhere, and we need to be using energy to elevate ourselves right now, not listening to the silly little. And they're not powerful at all. They're only as powerful as you allow them to be, and nothing can come to you. Like, I don't believe in demons anymore either. I think it's AI. I think they can make your head believe you're seeing things, and like mass hallucinations could actually just be AI telling you all you're seeing the same thing. There's nothing to fear, because when you stop having fear, that's why I can go into houses and get demons out of people's houses, because I don't fear it. I don't believe they are demons. I believe they're just some artificial intelligence making my brain believe something's happening, or making my brain think there's a fear. And there's not. Once you think there's no fear, you can't get to me. No, it stops. It's like it just goes away. I'm not saying there isn't negative entities out there, but maybe I just have command of them too, because I'm not scared. I don't know. But I do believe a lot of it's AI, and they just use it to feed you. They're on a feeding frenzy right now. There's a lot of people raising the vibration, which is why people are getting jib jabs to turn them into some other type of human that doesn't. Humans have been given the chance to ascend. Humans. If you're choosing to artificially change yourself into a different species that's not human, then you won't have the right to ascend, I believe. But I've got one more quick video to make. I won't put it on this one, because you might not want to listen to the next bit. It refers to exactly about the jib jab and what I'm experiencing with people who have taken it. So if you want to watch that, come to the next video. If you don't, then have a lovely day, and I will see you later. Bye bye.